Well, hello, friends. I hope that you are well. It is so good to see you. I'm not actually seeing you; you're seeing me. But it's really good to be seen, I suppose. We have been talking about neighboring, and because that is really Front Porch's thing. We call it the sacred act of neighboring, and what we mean is that we want people to have authentic connection to the people right around them. We want people to, connect with people around them with compassion, with care. That is not just, me caring for my neighbor, but me building relationships with my neighbor so that we participate. I can do this. Participate in mutual care. These are really important things, and we actually think that this is best done through kind of micro communities. Small enough to know everybody's name, big enough to feel like a party. And so, as we think about those micro communities, really there's no such thing as one person in a community, except that we are all a collection of, small units, even within a small unit, like a micro community. And so, my smallest unit, other than like myself or my marriage, is my family and my home life. And so over the next 4 weeks, I'm going to be talking a little bit about what life in the Bluest household is like, and kind of, what that looks like for us as we try to form ourselves in ways that are, connected and compassionate, that are intentional about this sacred act of neighboring. And so, I'll start off by telling you guys a little story, right? So this week, I want to tell you the story of last week. So we were in a 14-day quarantine, and about day 6 or 7 into that, I started feeling a little off. Started feeling a little bit sick, hard time breathing, headache constantly, and also the kicker, I was exhausted. I don't know if these symptoms sound familiar to you. They definitely sounded familiar to us. I had a COVID test. It came back negative. But during last week, I was out of it. I was probably awake 8 hours a day and asleep for the rest. And those 8 hours were not consecutive hours awake. Like, one day I think I woke up at 10:30, and then I went back to sleep at 12:30, and then I woke up at 4, and then I went back to sleep at 9, right? So these kinds of ways of being just exhausted. It was absolutely miserable. And, meanwhile, I'm feeling guilty because, I'm not doing enough. I'm not, making things easy on my family. I am definitely not doing the work that I should be doing. And so I start saying, I am so sorry for being sick. And then I have to remember, oh yeah, I didn't choose to be sick, right? So I was just wiped, and I got real, comfortable being well, I'm sick, I can't do anything, which was okay for me, but also it was the week of getting ready for school. Not only, picking up 2 different pickup times for school supplies and schedules, but also 2 different trainings for 2 different kids. And by the way, you can't just say hey kids, will you please do your online training? That'd be great, thanks. No, you have to sit down with them, help them log on, all these things, right? So it was the week of that, but I didn't care because I was asleep. So it was kind of a rough week for me, but I was really lucky because I had Christy caring for me. Because when I think of the small community that is my house, it is Christy's and my care for one another that kind of sustains us and keeps us going, and it's just really lovely, and it feels like a real gift. And so that was there for me, and it was really fantastic. Now, Christy's experience was a little bit different, but I'm going to let her speak for herself, and so you can hear about that next week. I hope that you are staying well and staying as healthy as you can, and I hope that you remember that even when you're down and out, it is okay to lean on the people who are around you. You don't have to feel guilty when things feel hard. So, take care. It is so good to be seen by you. I hope that you have a really great week.